20 seconds and counting.
With the 205th pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Austin Deculus, offensive tackle, LSU. Hey, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Anish. I'm joined with Clutch City Entertainment's newest member, Juan, and we're going to be breaking down how Austin Deculus will fit on the Texans and whether or not he will be a starter. He was drafted in the 6th round, but he was considered LSU's Iron Man. He appeared in the most games out of any player in LSU history. He started 46 of 62 career games, and in the 46 games that he started at right tackle for 45 of them. So as you can see, he's available most of the time, and as they say, availability is the best ability. And let me just say some of his measurables. He's a huge dude. He's 6'5", 321 pounds, and he has a freaky wingspan at 83 inches. He's projected to be guard in the NFL level, but Juan, what are your initial reactions to this pick?
Hello, my name is Juan Pereira. You can find me on Twitter at ExplainAstros. I really like this pick by the Texans. It has a lot of depth at a position that always needs depth. And I watched this guy play in LSU, and when you play the amount of games he did, you're obviously doing something right. But there's also some cons that come with picking him, considering that the O-line was already picked in the draft. Maybe there were other positions of need in defense, but that late in the draft, I really like that pick. But there are certain problems that need to be fixed. One is his use of flat feet. He can be caught, not ready at the snap. I think that's the correct way to say it. And rushers can pass through him sometimes if he isn't ready. But he also has a really big wingspan, which means that rushers won't really be able to get to him if he's ready. Now, I really like his grit and hustle. He seems like a really good player. And when you play the amounts of games he did, you're doing something right. And I give this grade a B plus for the Texans because I wouldn't give it an A considering that there's so many holes to fill in this roster that maybe they could have picked on something else. But then again, it's a really good pick considering that the O-line could always use some extra depth.
Yeah, you make a lot of good points. I think if there was a position that needed to be double dipped in, it had to be offensive line to me. It was the biggest weakness in my eyes in positional group. So like we were kind of last in run blocking. We were okay in pass blocking at times, but it wasn't consistent. We had injuries in and out, and to get someone who's always going to be available in Deculus is going to be huge. And referring back to the flat-footedness you mentioned, he did have the 4th slowest 20-yard shuttle time among offensive linemen at the NFL Combine, and he does struggle with balance due to overextension, and that kind of leads to his sloppiness where his second-level consistency does come into question. And another area of weakness is his ability to handle speed rushers, and it was questioned a lot in the college level, struggling with pad level and just losing in that battle. But he handled them well at the East-West Shrine Bowl, and so he did increase his stock significantly in that bowl. And sometimes, just generally, sometimes his angles that he takes aren't the greatest, as he like barely grazes a defender and he doesn't make contact with them in space. And yeah, that just goes back to the second level inconsistency problems that he has. So just to recap, some of his areas of improvement are balance, second level consistency, latching on, has some stiffness and lateral quickness issues as well. But enough about the negatives. Let's talk about the positives of Austin Deculus. I think one of my favorite things is that he's battle tested, playing 5 years in the collegiate level. He's experienced a lot of guys who are first round, second round talents. And so he's going to know a lot of things from that. So that comes into his high IQ. He has a lot of hustle plays. He never gives up. So that's something you can always build upon. He has a great work ethic. And he's very patient in blocking and things like that. So although his first initial punch might not have a crazy high power, he does have great hands in the pass protection, baiting the rusher and quickly re-engaging, and just having that big wingspan. It's going to be great at deterring rushers. And he's also solid in the run. He's able to pull well. He's able to pancake linebackers when on the move. He's great at recognizing blitzes. In 2020 against Auburn's talented defensive line, he really held his own. He moved well nicely and had good hand placement and had strong hands. He was also the highest graded run blocker at the Shrine Bowl. He played at good pad level, drive, and even knocked his man down. So there's a lot of things to like about Austin Deculus. Many NFL personnel are confident that he's an 8+ year old lineman, but I think right now on our team he's going to be a backup. I don't see him winning out over AJ Can, at least at the beginning of the season. We already drafted Kenyon Green, and I feel like he's already a lock at left guard. No way your first round pick doesn't start, you know. So the only competition he has is AJ Can. He's obviously not going to be Titus Howard at right tackle. So and AJ Can is a veteran in this league. So Austin Deculus will definitely have to fight it out. And I don't know, some people think he might get cut. I honestly don't see that. He seems like someone with good measurables. I honestly think he's better than Sharping already. So, so yeah, I don't think he'll start for us, but he does have a lot of good things to work on, and he was a locker room leader for LSU, and he's also from Houston. He played at Cypress High School, and that really goes along with the theme that Nick Cassera had, was kind of drafting hometown kids. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Let us know your thoughts on Austin Douglas. Do you think he can start? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.